In today's video, we're talking about how you guys can eliminate lag in Warzone 3 for console players. There's been a lot of issues regarding the servers, as well as a lot of just lag spikes and overall internet issues. So today we're going to be covering packet loss, your ping issues, as well as server issues and ways you guys can avoid these servers from having issues as well. So with that being said, if you guys do enjoy today's video and learn something new, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys feel like there's anything I might have missed in today's video, make sure you guys comment them down below. Starting off with packet loss. This is probably the most common issue amongst all console players and PC players as well. And there's actually some pretty easy fixes for this. Number one, I know a lot of console players actually like to download things in the background while they play. And sometimes you don't even know that things are downloading. This is actually very, very bad if you guys are trying to play competitively or just have a steady internet connection. You will have lots of packet loss and packet bursts if you're downloading any games or files in the background. Now keep in mind that both on the Xbox Series X as well as the PS5 and even some of the older consoles, they do download things automatically. So you might not even know anything's downloading in the background. You might be wondering why your game is running terribly. This is definitely why. There's been a million times that I've wondered why my game runs terribly, and I just look in my downloads and see that there's just games downloading. So make sure you guys pause all your downloads. Now this next tip actually works for both ping and packet loss, and this is basically just making sure that no other devices are connected. If you're like me and you have a big family of people that like to watch videos and play games, if you play around the same time that they're on, you're going to experience lag. It's just how it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. Your internet service provider is just stretching itself thin when it has more people connected. So if you guys can, I would highly recommend you guys play at a different time than everyone else that's on. It's pretty self-explanatory, but this will help you guys a lot when it comes to your overall steadiness of your bandwidth. If you guys are having a lot of devices connected, especially when you're playing, you're going to have lag issues. Now, for those of you that are Wi-Fi enjoyers and you guys don't play with Ethernet cable, if you guys have the option to switch between 2.4 and 5G, I recommend you guys play around with these two depending on your situation. 5G is faster than 2.4, but 5G does not penetrate through walls as well. If you guys are playing in a room that's pretty far away from your router, you guys don't want to use 5G. You want to use something like 2.4. Now, when it comes to a gaming situation where your router is right next to your console, or if it's in a living room, let's say, then you guys are definitely safe to use 5, and I really recommend it because it's much faster and you're gonna have a really, really fast speed. My router is not in my room, and when I open and close my door, I see a big difference when it comes to Wi-Fi speeds. So that just goes to show that it doesn't really penetrate very well, and if you guys are far away and using 5G, then you are going to lose a lot of bandwidth and you're gonna get a lot of packet loss as well. Now, moving over to one of the most game-changing topics, which is convenience versus performance. And when I mean this, I mean Wi-Fi versus Ethernet. If you guys have an Ethernet cable and you guys can hook an Ethernet cable to your console, definitely do that. It's going to be much better. A lot of the tips that I said prior in today's video will actually be quite obsolete if you guys use an Ethernet cable, because if you guys have multiple devices connected to the router, it will slow it down a little bit, but you basically have a reserve slot that's getting a very strong connection versus fighting everyone else over Wi-Fi. If you guys are in a situation to where you can hook up an Ethernet cable, I highly recommend it. If you guys can't, then you guys can run longer cables if you guys really want to. I highly recommend it. This is going to be the biggest game changer for your entire gaming experience for any game you play, not only Warzone. Now, the last thing we'll talk about in today's video is server issues. Now, server issues, there's not much you can do about that. There's only one thing that I know right now, which is play at a different time. Usually, there's this thing called peak hours that basically means that there's a lot of players playing at a specific time. Let's just say it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon for you, and most of the people around your area are probably playing around that time. Then the game's going to be throttled and the server's going to be throttled as well. That's why whenever a new Warzone 3 map or a new update releases, the game is pretty laggy because a lot of people are playing it. Everyone's coming back all at the same time to experience the update. For example, Urzikstan just dropped in Warzone 3. The whole game was pretty laggy even for me on PC because the servers were just throttled. So there's not much you can do about that. So if you guys have tried all the other tips I've given you guys and it still doesn't work, just know that the servers might just be really bad. But over time, they will even themselves out. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. If you guys do have any questions at all, make sure you guys leave them down in the comment section below. And also join my Discord so I can help you guys out in person if you guys are still having any issues. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.
That squad on your tac map. Go get hunting. locked. Advise you load up now. Enemies dropping into the AO.
I need medical.